is this so bright? Anyway, hi. My name is Diamante Henriquez, for those who don't know how to say my name, and obviously I'm gonna be starting a channel. And today we'll be talking about when I came out. And yeah, I'm at work, so if it gets choppy, it's either from editing or me having to leave and do something and come back, whatever. Anyway, okay, so I'm 19 and I've been out for 4 years, basically. And yeah, I'm just gonna take about that. So, I started talking to this boy named Isaiah, and I liked him, of course. And I wasn't out to my parents. They had their suspicions, of course, but I just never. I don't know. My mom is godly, very godly, and never really overbearing with it. I just never wanted her to really question me a lot and be like, "Are you sure?" You know, try to change me a little bit. So I just didn't know how she was gonna take it. But she had asked me before, you know, like, "Are you gay?" I mean, I am gay, but I mean, I'm open to having sex with a girl. Like, vagina doesn't really turn me off. It's just I'm not as attracted as I am, not nearly as attracted as I am to guys. I've had dreams of having sex with girls a couple of times. Anyway, that's besides the point. But so I didn't want to start hanging out with Isaiah a lot, and then for her to like just question me, and you know, I would have already felt like her questioning me. I don't know, because I don't know how she would have questioned me. I just felt like she would have been like, "Who's Isaiah?" Or, you know, just with an attitude or something. So I was like, let me just beat her to the punch and tell her so that way she don't have to be like, "Are y'all just friends?" Da da da. So we was on FaceTime one night, and I was like, I mean, I'm gonna come out to her anyway, so I can come out to her tonight. And he was like, "Nah," and I was like, don't, what's the word? Anyway, don't matter. Don't dare me. I don't know, I guess. But I was gonna do it anyway. I mean, like I said, I wanted to. So, what'd I do? I texted her. Know what I said? I texted her and said, "Mom, can you come here?" And then I didn't get a response. So then I called her, and I was on speaker, and my stepdad answered and was like, "Hello." Before I could say anything, my mom was like, "Hey, Daddy Sean got the phone." So I was like, "Hello, oily." I was like, okay. So I'm thinking after the conversation, he didn't gave her the phone. And so I texted her and was like, "It's about Isaiah." So another like 5 minutes went by, she ain't come in. So I was like, I try, you know, she'll get the memo and she'll, you know, come eventually. But we were still on FaceTime. So then my stepdad comes in, him and my mom. And so he's there, and I'm like, "Why are you here?" Oh my God, this makes me look so bad. Oh my God, these bags, y'all, these bags. I was like, "Why are you here?" And he was like, "I already know what it's about. It's about Isaiah, da da da." And I was like, okay, like I still didn't ask you to be here. So he left, and so I'm sitting down with my mom. And of course, obviously, he gonna guess what it is from there. Like he said, he already knew what it was about. So, so my mom sits down. I could tell by the look on her face, she already knew. Like I said, it's obvious. So, so she's sitting down. So I was like, so Isaiah likes boys. And she's like, uh-huh. And I was like, and I like boys. And I was like, well, like. And so she was quiet. And then she started crying, and I was just looking at her, and she was like, "I don't want you to think I'm crying because I'm mad at you or disappointed or upset. I just really don't know what to say." And I was like, "You know, that's fine. You know, just get your time." And she left. And so that was really short. But then my stepdad comes back in, and first of all, I'm talking to Isaiah. So he sees me on the phone when he comes in. He gonna hang up the phone, which is rude. I mean, we was about to have a discussion, but he could have been nice about it. But anyway, so then as we talking, he basically trying to tell me I'm young and I don't know what I like. Like, I don't know what my dick gets hard to. Anyway, which, like I said, I never said to my mom I'm gay. I said I like boys, which I do. And so I would never said I disliked the girl. He wasn't there for the conversation, which he didn't need to be anyway. And so he was like, you're young, you ain't experienced nothing. He was about to say, you don't know how pussy feel. But he was like, you don't even know how, man, you just young. So I'm like, I wasn't listening to shit. I was just like, I don't care, because you're not gonna, I'm 15, I'm not 8. I'm not confused. I know what I like. I had sex by then. I know, come on. I ain't about to spill the beans, but I'm gonna let you know. I know what I like. Thank you. But anyway, so he left. Call Isaiah back up, blah, blah, blah. The next day, I see my mom. We was in the bathroom together. And it was kind of awkward because I didn't know if she wanted to say something to me or what. So she starts off by saying, I love you. And like I said yesterday, I just didn't know what to say. I'm not mad at you, blah, blah, blah. But I did call your stepmom, and I just wanted to get a mom's perspective. And so I was like, but I was just seeing where it was going. And she said that my stepmom was like, we have to be supportive of him. You know, that's our son. And if this is what he feels is in his heart, then we have to be there to support him and be there for him like parents should be anyway. So I felt good, you know, hearing that. And she just wanted, like she said, another mom perspective. So she got the perspective, and it was good. But I thought she would bring it up to my dad, but she didn't. So I was happy for the news. And me and my stepmom never like talked about it or anything. This was in like October, I think. And so then I want to say like after my birthday, and my birthday's in March. I'm a Pisces. But it was after my birthday, so I want to say like April, I don't know. So my dad was like, he wants to take me out to dinner. So I'm like, okay, you know, it's kind of late for a birthday present, but I mean, it's a dinner, and I'm not paying for it, so I don't care. And it's time with my dad, so I don't know, but I don't care. Anyway, so we get to the dinner, we're eating, we're chilling, and he was like, oh, actually, I knew that he wanted to talk about it because I was talking to my mom, and she was like, I forget what we was talking about, but she ended up saying, like, I said something to your dad. I ended up slipping and saying something to him. My mom is always running her mouth. But anyway, so I was like, but when he wanted to go out to dinner, I already knew that's what he wanted to talk about. So I was like, okay. I mean, he can't be mad because he would have said something to me sooner. And, you know, he's probably just going to try to hear me out. So we're eating. And he was like, so your mom brought up to me that you came to her about your sexuality. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, so what's up with that? And I was like, my dad loves just hearing something out someone's mouth. Like, you say something smart to him, he gonna ask you, what did you say? Even if it's no one else in the house but y'all two. He wants to hear you say it again. So I was like, well, I like boys. I like girls, but I like boys too. And he was like, okay. And he didn't like try to change my mind or whatever. He was just like, he told me want to be careful with being bisexual because diseases spread a lot easier that way. And to use protection regardless. But just be careful in that regard. And to kind of try and choose one or the other, because then it's less, you know, you're just dealing with one gender of people. And which is understandable, but then he told me, like, you know, don't let anybody try to punk you because of it. And, you know, just be who you're going to be. I love you, and whatever makes you happy makes me happy. So I was really happy to hear that. And I never felt like pessimistic about coming out to my parents. Like I said, it was the only thing was my mom about being godly. My dad's not godly at all. And my dad is also an only child, and his parents died when he was young. So I know he's gonna be there for me regardless, and it was never a question of whether he liked it or not. Or, I mean, really, I didn't care if he liked it or not, but more so whether he was gonna try to like change me or something. I knew he was gonna love me, but I just didn't know if he would be fully accepting. But he was, and I was really happy for that. And Um, After we talked about that, I went home. I feel like I was about to say something else, but I don't know. I was happy about that. Even with like my siblings, he doesn't like us really fighting a lot. So I kind of like, I figured he wouldn't try to like disown me or something. I knew he wouldn't. Yeah, so that's how all four of my parents took it. When my siblings, they pretty much found out as time was going on. I brought boys around and, you know, blah, blah, blah. This pissed me off. My older brother was mad that I didn't tell him. He had to find out through Twitter, through his friend being nosy. Or, I wouldn't say being nosy, but just from Twitter. And was mad I didn't tell him, but when we was younger, I mean, he would fight for me, like, if anyone in the neighborhood, and it was usually just older people. It wasn't even people like my age or younger. It was just older people. Whenever they would like try to say something, we would end up just fighting. As a kid, he would protect me, but he never was like, we never talked about it. It was never like, I got your back, bro. You know, if you ever feel like you really gay, just let me know. Because of course I denied it. It was never like, it was never no elaborate like talking. And even with his closest friends through playing baseball, when we would get into arguments and stuff would come down to it, he would never try to pull me to the side or something and be like, I love you regardless, you know, if you gay or not. He would use that as a piece in the argument when we would argue. So why would I come to you? Like, of course, I should hope to be open-minded and hope that you accept me, but when you show me that you wouldn't like that I was gay, why would I, you know? So, whatever, and it's not about him. So, it don't matter anyway whether he liked it or not. But, yeah. I wish a lot more parents were as accepting as mine were. I feel like even if you don't accept it, accept your child, you know? Your child is your child. No matter how bad a relationship gets between kids and parents, children want their parents to be in their lives. They want them to be there for them and love them regardless of what happens. And of course, that's why some kids abuse it, because your parents are supposed to love you regardless and be there for you. But kids, all kids want to really do is be accepted, and that's why there's so many followers and stuff. And, you know, I'm glad my parents weren't pushy. They just accepted it, you know. I don't know how big I'll get on YouTube or whatever, but I like to tell people like to communicate a lot and express their feelings. And I feel like when people come out to their parents, it's like they come out or their parents find out and then they just kind of like take in everything that their parents are saying, whether it's good or bad. And I feel like the value of conversation is like belittled a little bit. And I think like because of course when you go away and think about some things, you're gonna be like, oh man, I wish my mom or my dad, you know, loved me or accepted me or whatever. But some parents kind of need to be reminded of that, and you don't have to be disrespectful, but you know, you could come back to the conversation with your parents and just be like, I know you don't like it, but this is who I am, and I really would just love for you to love me. You know, sometimes people need to be reminded verbally and let it be known that, one, this is not something I chose. Some people get molested and it messes with them, their spirit, and, I mean, no one chooses to be gay or like boys and girls or whatever. I'm not even gonna get on that topic, but, yeah, I think sometimes, you know, conversation helps, you know. Your parents are yelling at you. They ain't going to get madder at you for saying, I want you to love me. You know, and of course you're going to feel, you'll feel bad for even letting it out your mouth, or just bad because they might be pounding in on you. But, you know, mom, you are my mom, you know. or like I said, just revisit it and just come back to it. And they'll see a more sensitive, vulnerable side of you, saying like, you know, you're my parent, I really want you to be there. And we have so many people against us in the world. Like, I think that's another thing parents kind of forget. Like, you're supposed to protect your child. Like, you're supposed to be your child's protector for as long as you can be, protect them from as much as you can. And if you're against them, like, who are they going to think is going to really be for them? Who's going to be for them? It's hard enough to even find real good friends. So, you know, your parents should be there for you. They should, I'm not saying tell them everything in your life, but they should be supportive and, you know, not just some people who pay the bills in the house and tell you what to do. But that is my video. I did my hair today. Usually I just throw product in and it coils like this anyway. It's just when you go days of sleeping and leaving it alone and stuff, it gets frizzy and stuff. But I actually did it today. It took me a little minute, and maybe I'll do a hair tutorial later on down the road. But yeah, that was my coming out story. I don't know if it's supposed to like move you guys. I don't know, but that's what it was. That's what happened. I mean, it was a couple months long too, but yeah. Oh, one more thing. Like, my dad was upset. He was like, he didn't really care about it. Once my mom told him, he was like, he was just mad, but like, you know, petty mad that he was the last one to find out, because of course he knew my stepdad knew and everything. But my stepdad, excuse me, my stepdad was never part of the calculation. It was my mom. It was just my mom and her. Me and my mom. That's what I meant. And yeah, so I mean, I just didn't want to bring up the conversation again to my dad, because it was like, you got to get the courage to just do it all over again. And I mean, of course, my mom's acceptance and my stepmom's acceptance would have been helpful for me to be like, okay, you know, I can go to my dad. My stepmom will be on my side. But I don't know. It was just like, I felt like I lived with my mom. So it was like, that was the big hurdle. In school, I was a little bit more reserved with my sexuality because I didn't want my brother to find out, then he gets back my mom. With my dad, it was just like, when he I don't know, he'll find out someday. But I can understand him wanting to be one of the first to find out. But that's the way life is. So, I hope some of my talk helps some of you or whatever. Anyone, I'm always up for conversation. You know, if you need help with approach into coming out or helping a friend, I don't know. So, yeah. Bye.
So I forgot to say, you know, like and subscribe and stuff. And tell your friends. I don't know. Help them out. Let me know. Leave a comment. You know, if they always be doing this shit. So leave a comment below. Let me know what the fuck is going on, bitch. Ho. Okay, all right, bye.